Welcome to All Pets Considered. We're glad that you could tune in to Jones Television Channel 22 for a brand new episode. Our show's purpose is to find the right homes for animals in need. And for those of you who already have pets, we hope that our show can help to improve the quality of life for not only our area pets, but their owners as well. But first, as always, we'll start tonight's show by meeting our wonderful set pet. This is Chauncey. He's a 1.5-year-old, neutered male, beautiful kitty cat who was found as a stray in the Springdale city limits and adopted by one of our production crew. He's in a great home now. On tonight's show, we'll have the pleasure of meeting the adoption options at Fayetteville Animal Services. John, thank you so much for coming from Fayetteville Animal Services and bringing some really neat dogs to share with us. Hopefully we'll get them both home. So tell us how we're going to get hold of you.
We are located at 1640 South Armstrong in the south side of Fayetteville. You can also reach us by phone at 479-444-3456.
Two good ways to do it, no doubt. And Fayetteville Animal Services has lots of adoptable dogs. We're just going to look at a few today, but tell us your hours.
We are open from 10 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Monday through Friday and 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturday.
So come on Saturday even,
yes,
right?
Yes.
You bet, you bet. Well, the first little girl I'm holding, or boy as the case may be, girl, is a Chihuahua or a Chihuahua mix?
Chihuahua mix. She's about 10 years old, so she's an older dog. She needs someone that's kind of calm and doesn't move around a whole lot. Just a single person home, I believe. She'd make an excellent pet for you, though.
You know, at 10 years old, she's very sedentary and quiet. So really, like you said, someone who doesn't have a real active lifestyle, just needs someone to snuggle up to and love on. She would make a great dog for. Chihuahuas are known to be very loyal and affectionate to their people. So I think as a breed, they do make an excellent pet. Tell us about how did you guys come across a 10-year-old Chihuahua cross?
She was actually running at large up on one of the walking trails in Fayetteville, and we impounded her and held her for the 5 days, and no one came to claim her, so immediately went up on the adoption floor. And we've had a little interest in her, but you know, it's kind of older to get harder to get the older dogs adopted out sometimes. So
it is.
Hopefully this will be a good deal for her.
Now, you have a Compassionate Heart program too, so a dog like her would be available. How does that work?
You have to go through our director, Justine, I believe, and it would be free of charge. The adoption would be for if you qualify for the Compassionate Hearts.
Compassionate Hearts. So basically they're trying to match older pets, maybe not so adoptable, with older people or people who really need a pet that maybe can't afford that adoption fee.
Yeah.
John, she's really sweet, very nice dog. The adoption fee at Fayetteville?
Is $60, which covers the spay, neuter, the microchip, the rabies vaccine, any other vaccines that the animal needs depending on the age.
Boy, that is a good deal. $60 for a spayed, microchipped, vaccinated dog.
Yes.
That's an excellent price. And again, a nice older dog's got that, you know, what you see is what you get. This is the personality, and she would make someone an absolutely super baby. Let me get our other little friend out, and I'm going to put you up in a cage, okay, Sweet Pea? Yeah. Do you guys have a name for her?
No, not
so
right
much?
now.
We get to name her when we find her a home,
we
right?
do, yes.
There you go. That's part of the fun, is figuring out that personality and what kind of name suits that dog. Come here, you old happy thing. Oh, goodness gracious, come here. Oh, look, you even come running to me. Well, that's nice of you. Look at this. It's a rebound dog. She might run away, or he might run away, but he'll come back. So tell us about him.
He is a 2-year-old
happy dog.
Chihuahua Terrier mix. Yes, he's very playful, loves other animals, has done really well around the cats that we've had him around, loves children, does both good indoors and outdoors.
You know, he's a nice short coat. He's what I call a toteable size. You can take him anywhere with you, less than 15 pounds,
yes.
and would make a great little pet for someone. Lots of people like the smaller dogs. Some of us, you know, not so much, maybe like big dogs, but this is a super little guy. And you say Chihuahua cross, and I just have to show the tail because he hasn't stopped wagging it since I picked him up.
Really friendly dog. The Chihuahua, like you said before, is a very loyal dog to their owners. I have 5 personally. I love them all. He is a Chihuahua Terrier mix is what we have him down as, and he is just a super sweet dog.
Now, in your situation with 5 dogs, if you were interested in adopting another dog, Fayetteville does have somewhere that I can, or you could bring your dogs to interact with this one?
Yes, we have an education room up front, and we also have 3 outside pens, or 2 large play areas outside, and then 1 smaller one that we can have the dogs interact in.
Excellent. That's a good way to see if everyone's going to adjust and adapt.
Yes.
And in fact, you know, behaviorists say now that if you bring a strange dog into your dog's house, you're going to cause trouble. Meeting in a neutral territory, your education room or something, is a much better way to
in a neutral territory. And then I've also heard the best way to do is to bring the new dog into the house first, and then bring your dog in afterwards, so it's not totally on his property anymore.
That's excellent. You know, that's right. Your dog doesn't feel like he has to protect his house from someone.
Yes.
He's already there. And so your fee, the $60 at Fayetteville, also includes the microchips.
It does, yes.
That's such a good way for all dogs to find their way back home again. And when you see a dog like the one we had before, 10 years old, if that dog had had a microchip, John, you would have scanned her right there at the scene,
yes.
been able to get that dog back to its owner.
Yeah. We would scan it on site, then call into the shelter and get the owner's information, try and make contact with the owner by phone and going to the residence, leave a door hanger. If the resident was not home, then we would then go ahead and take the animal to the shelter, and then they have 10 days to come pick them up.
And you know, and at least in my generation when I was young, shelters had kind of negative connotations, but I came to realize as I got older that if you didn't take a dog like this in, if it didn't have food, water, and shelter, it would be dead. It would absolutely get killed by another dog, hit by a car. And so the negative connotation shouldn't be there. You saved this dog's life.
Yes, ma'am.
And you gave it a life. You gave it a chance.
Yes.
So the microchip being an important part of that, though, if you want your dog back and you really love your dog, please get a microchip
yes.
in it.
And we do offer just microchipping for owned animals for $20 Monday through Friday. So if you have an animal yourself and you just need a microchip, come down and get one.
You know, I'm glad we mentioned that because that's a great service. So if you are interested, you already have a dog, it's not one you're adopting, and you want a microchip, Fayetteville Animal Services will microchip your owned dog for you for $20.
Yes.
That is the best insurance policy there is.
Yes,
no doubt about it. No doubt. And I'm just going to say one last word about spaying and neutering, because I don't want you to have a job any longer, John. And if we would just all spay and neuter our pets, then there wouldn't be the stray problem, the overpopulation.
Yes.
And we'd be able to find homes for all the dogs that need homes.
Yes.
No
yes.
doubt. No doubt.
I don't want a job anymore either, so.
It'd be all right if you had to look for other work.
Yes, it would be in that instance.
Well, spaying and neutering, certainly the only way to stop the overpopulation is to stop the production.
Yes,
so
ma'am.
I applaud Fayetteville for having a veterinarian there that gets these guys spayed before they ever walk out the door.
Thank you.
No doubt. We do appreciate everything you do, and I really mean it when I say thank you for saving these dogs' lives.
Thank you.
You gave them a chance. Appreciate
Thank you.
that. All Pets Considered will be right back.
My buddy Tommy is an artist, and I'm his assistant, Hailey. Actually, I've been helping Tommy with a lot of things since we were teamed up by Canine Companions for Independence. I help him get around, reach things he can't get to, keep him smiling. Sometimes I'm even his paintbrush. To find out how you can help bring people like Tommy together with dogs like me, visit cci.org or call 1-800-572-BARK.
Chocolate milk is so delicious. Not only that, but it's so nutritious. Get some in you to improve your fitness, to have you rebuilding, looking ready for business. Go on ahead and tip back your glass. Chocolate milk, fuel your blast.
Chocolate milk is almost twice as effective as commercial sports drinks for refueling exhausted muscles. Twice! Milk. Chocolate. Milk.
I joined the National Guard and never thought I'd be saving lives.
It's more than money for college. It's built my character and given me a sense of accomplishment. Now I'm on a career path, and I'm the leader of my team.
I put on the uniform, and I have a whole new outlook on life. Country, community, family. That's what matters most to me. If that matters to you, go to 1-800-GO-GUARD.com.
America has seen much change in the past 10 years: terrorism, wars, natural disasters, and historical elections. What hasn't changed is the mission of Head Start. The goal at EOA Head Start Early Head Start has been to empower families to break the circle of poverty and to invest in our future by educating children and building stronger communities. Learn how you can support EOA Head Start Early Head Start by calling 479-521-5571. Serving Washington County since 1965.
Deborah Grodecka is a highly qualified dog behavior professional with extensive experience as a trainer and behavior specialist. She has earned the title of Certified Pet Dog Trainer from the Certification Council of Pet Dog Trainers and is the founder of Every Dog Can Incorporated.
Now, the first thing, Sarah, that I would recommend you do is do everything you can to stay on less smelly areas until you get his focus a little bit. So let's go out here and just start walking on the sidewalk. Now, as I told our audience, it's impossible to have him not be interested in the ground. What we need to do is let it be a compromise between moving forward and giving him a chance to sniff.
Let's go.
Now, what we've worked on in weeks past with Coco is using leave it and let's go. Leave it is let go of whatever it is you're smelling and sniffing. Let's go is walk with me. And it's a compromise, it's a balance. Sometimes he gets a chance to sniff, sometimes he needs to walk.
Good boy, go sniff.
Now, you notice what Sarah just did. She just told Coco to go sniff. What we're using is the sniffing, which is so reinforcing to him, as the reward for giving her good attention. So if we walk for maybe 50 feet on a nice loose leash and he moves forward at a good pace, we then give him a real reinforcement, a real reward by giving him the opportunity to just go sniff something that's particularly interesting to him. Now, what Sarah is also doing is looking ahead for any hazards that might be coming up. And on our left here, we have a yard full of dogs. And notice Coco is now able, this is marvelous, Sarah. Coco is able to just ignore these other dogs. His first years of life, because of Sarah's schedule, she really wasn't able to walk him. And so whenever she would walk him, he would be an idiot on the end of the leash, pulling, jerking. But now that he's getting out for regular walks, he's learning how to do this in partnership with Sarah. Okay, now, what I would do in this situation, to keep jerking on the leash and telling him let's go is useless, because right now he has found something that's really, really interesting to him. So give him a moment to just take it in, and when you see that he's naturally losing interest in it, use the leave it, get his attention back on you and go. But now you see this bark he does. This is the instinct in the beagle to alert on a scent that they find really, really interesting. So by knowing when to pull him off and when to allow him to sniff is still the balancing act. But look how far we came. This is amazing. We've come probably about, 800 yards before he got really engaged in his nose. Huge difference where it used to be.
Leave it. Let's go.
There you go. Nice. Use that leave it.
Let's go.
Now, see, now Sarah is requiring him to keep moving forward. She let him do that real big sniff fest a few moments ago, but now he really needs to keep moving forward.
Leave it. Leave it.
And just keep going. Just keep going. There you go. Coco, let's go. Yeah, that is a hard one. We'll stay here while you make your right turn. Oh, come across. There we go. Very nice. Look at that. Happy dog. Look at that happy dog. This is like light years better than the first time we went out. This is great, Sarah. Now, traditionally, Coco has been very reluctant to go home after his walks. He is so into his nose. He enjoys so much being outdoors. I mean, on a day like this, who can blame him? That he really is not walking back to the house. So Sarah and I have come up with this little technique where basically we're going to allow him for a minute or two to do just what he's doing here, to really, really, really sniff and enjoy and reinforce himself for sniffing and doing the thing that beagles do better than anything else, and that's to use their nose. And then he's going to get reinforced heavily for starting off again. And then what Sarah's going to do is she's just going to keep walking, and she's going to go at a really fast clip. She's not going to allow any sniffing. It's going to be almost like a fun race to the finish to make him really excited to keep going right back into the driveway. Okay? So, Sarah, are you ready? Mm-hmm. Okay, whenever you're ready, take off and let him think that going with you this last leg is the biggest, most fun thing he can possibly do.
Coco. Coco. Leave it. Leave it. Coco. Let's go. Let's go.
Good job. Here we go.
Let's go.
Make it really, really fun.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
No stopping. Just keep going.
Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Come on. Good boy. Yes. Good boy.
The first time I saw her walking this dog on a leash, she was like the water skier behind the boat. And he was the boat, just going wherever he wanted to go, dragging Sarah behind him. And now you see we have a relationship. We have a connection between Coco and Sarah that goes way beyond the leash. So many of us, when we're out leash walking our dogs, we're just thinking the leash is the connection. That is so far from the truth. The connection between these two is their relationship. And that relationship has been blossoming and building through all the positive reinforcement that Sarah is giving Coco in the other parts of his life. And he is also realizing that Sarah is his gateway to the things that he enjoys out here in the great outdoors. So there's this constant balancing act, like just being on a balancing beam, where he gets to sniff and Sarah gets to walk. He gets to sniff, Sarah gets to walk. And it's a nice little dance between the two of them. So well done, Sarah. This is beautiful. Well done, Coco. Good job.
That's my friend, Cole. And that's me, Ilya. Ever since we got teamed up by Canine Companions for Independence, people don't think of Cole as the kid in the wheelchair anymore. Now he's the kid with a really cool dog. Personally, I think Cole's pretty cool too. To find out how you can help bring people like Cole together with dogs like me, visit cci.org or call 1-800-572-BARK.
You know that I'm late.
I know what time it is.
But I told them I would be there by 10 o'clock.
I know.
Look, if I'm putting you out, I won't volunteer anymore.
Forget it.
A song I'm sure you'll all remember.
Relationships can be challenging, especially when one of you has a chronic illness.
Baby, we can't go on like this.
If a chronic illness is driving you apart, call 1-800-344-4867 because a healthy relationship matters.
Hello, friends. Many of you have asked me about Credit Counseling of Arkansas. This nonprofit organization is a wonderful treasure in our community. I've recommended them for years because they really do care about their clients. Achieve your financial goals by coming in now for a free financial checkup. CCOA cares, so contact the financial health professionals at CCOA today. Your financial health will get better.
John, you brought some absolutely fantastic pets from Fayetteville Animal Services. This guy is a card. I just adore him. Tell us again who you brought.
He's a 2-year-old Chihuahua Terrier mix, male neutered. He is very energetic, friendly with other animals, loves both indoors and outdoors. This young lady is about a 10-year-old Chihuahua mix. She is
a wiggle worm today.
She's kind of active right now, but she's actually really looking for a kind of a solitude woman, a partner that just kind of likes to sit and relax, and a cuddle buddy.
There you go. Perfect dogs. We can find them at Fayetteville Animal Services. Tell us how we're going to get hold of you.
We're located at 1640 South Armstrong in South Fayetteville. You can also reach us by phone at 479-444-3456.
All righty. And if any of our viewers need to get hold of our training expert, Deborah Grodecka, they can at her website, everydogcan.com, or just by giving her a call at 479-925-3000. That's it for tonight's show. As always, if you didn't see the pet that's right for you, don't be afraid to drop by one of our local animal shelters and find the pet that's right for you. Thank you so much to all of our viewers. We hope to see all of you next week for All Pets Considered.